What's up, everybody? I'm Pete.
I'm Hannah, and we're the Two Fake Blondes.
You're watching the Two Fake Blondes TV.
Welcome to episode 21.
21.
Wow. Of the Two Fake Blondes TV.
Cheers.
Dink. Cheers, dink, dink. Cheers, dink, dink. Cheers, dink, 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 dink. We did not rehearse that before this, just
That's pure improv.
Today, we are going to be answering another one of your questions.
Yeah.
We love getting these questions. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we love hearing from you guys, and yeah, it's so much fun getting to share this with you. All right, let's get to the question.
All right.
What's the question?
Where's your phone?
Our first question comes from @KaigonSoul, and the question is, how did your first duo project sound?
Ooh!
Do you love that question? 'Cause
I do love that question. So this question kind of sparked some idea to tell you guys more about our first set of processes.
Yeah. Do you remember when we first stepped in the studio?
I do remember, and I have footage for everyone to see. You're so confusing because you're like, I played you the second to last one, then the first to last, then the last. Like,
Sorry.
why did you do that?
The take is this.
I believe in first to last, but nobody else believes in first to last. Which one is this?
The very, very last time.
Okay, thank you.
Isn't that fun?
Listen, when I go with you, I go far away to a red sunset in Monterey.
Yeah, I love that line. I love that switch up.
Just by switching the word to.
One thing I learned is that Hannah does not like to take lunch breaks until the vocal is processed correctly. I'm a little hungry. Are you hungry?
Well, that is because, so I might sound like a drill sergeant because I have said we cannot take a lunch break till I'm done with recording my vocals, but it is because after I eat, it does alter my voice. Like I cannot sing, I'm not as warmed up, like there's some sort of blockage that goes on.
And I can't fill in for you. So there's
I
that.
thought you were going to say something really serious, and I was like, oh, I'm very intrigued. That's when your jokes hit the hardest. It's my favorite. It's my total favorite. Spontaneity.
He lends a joke.
It's so
He lends a
good.
joke today. To kind of cut you off.
No, it's fine. I cut you off all the time.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
1 to 100 is probably
That's
okay.
True.
1 cut off to 100.
This is my one time I can cut you off.
But I will say, when we were chatting about this earlier, you mentioned a very good point. That we had to like really learn our no wait, it was my point.
No, it was my point. I said it first.
We had to learn how to communicate together, and one of the biggest things was just learning how to like be vulnerable in the studio and not get offended by each other. So we don't really get offended by each other anyway. But there was a lot of times in the studio where, you know, making songs there's a lot of vulnerability, but we like want to push each other to our max potential because I think he's a genius.
Oh, I think you're a genius too. I like how you set that up.
Set up?
Yeah, you're just okay. You're just an okay singer.
I alley-ooped that compliment right there.
You did.
So we like really respect what we do. Like we respect each other's talents and really believe in them. And so we're able to say, hey, look, he can say like, you know, let's take that vocal again, and then I'll kill him later. And then I can say, hey, I hate the bass sound in the song. Please, can we look at other options? Yeah. And like, he's not offended.
It's always the
I'm
pad
not
sound
offended.
for you. The low.
There's anything detuned. My ears are like.
I will say though too, in the first sessions, I wasn't really comfortable with processing vocals and recording vocals.
You were gonna say with somebody like telling me what to do.
No, well, that kind of. I guess
I'm
that too.
kidding.
Well, that too because I'd been working by myself for so long.
Yeah.
So it was really a new experience for me, learning how to record and edit vocals, and then also work with somebody in real time.
And when we first started, I feel like I was like, we were writing like a few songs per day. Like there was a couple days where we wrote like 4 or 5 songs, and I would just be like, I have this idea, let's write this. I have this idea, let's write this. And you're always so like just like totally cool with kind of going with the flow. Yeah,
those first sessions were great to figure out what our sound was, how it was like working together, and just made us want to get in the studio more and more.
Yeah, it was really, really good. At the beginning, we definitely explored like different kinds of content we wanted to write in our songs, and we like tried to write like a couple like more like party songs, which, you know, love a good party song, but we just like learned that wasn't us. Like we wanted to write more like relational stories and messages, and so that was kind of a cool thing to like figure out. I always love finding out like what we don't want to do. It helps just as much as finding out what we do want to do. It like always leads into that. And sometimes in the studio too, like I'll always say like if I have an idea, like it could be a really bad idea, but I want to try it because then I know we don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, it's true that we've really learned. We've learned a lot about what we like to do and what we like to make by figuring out what's not inspiring to us or what doesn't work.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like, and we're not doing that.
But you only know by trying.
Yep,
you know?
exactly. There's a couple of cool pics we took the first time in the studio, which was up in my parents' house in their spare bedroom. We called the studio the spare room at that point in time.
Any Narnia fans, right?
For Narnia. One of the first songs we wrote was If You Really Love Me, which ended up being our first single. So let's see if we can maybe dig out another piece of something we first worked on so you can hear it.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. That sounds pretty good.
I don't have it quite figured out, but kissing you slowly sure beats being lonely.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
But kissing you slowly sure beats being lonely.
You're too tall.
Ooh, I gotta come down. I'm Petey Mac.
You're too tall. Oh my goodness.
Petey Too Tall Mac.
You need to sit down. I didn't know I was so short.
Yeah, I gotta put this on.
We can have our own little video show.
Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 21 of the Two Fake Blondes TV.
We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube videos every single week. Leave us a thumbs up and a comment below so we can keep giving your feedback and creating content that you love.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sending in your questions. We ask them every Monday on our Instagram. So if you're not over there on our platform yet, go ahead and follow us. And then if you want to submit a question, it's always on Mondays.
Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week and check out our new single, Good For You.
Gotta do it. It'll be so good for you.
So good for you.
Cheers.